What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to adjust your hydrostatic transmissions on your John Deere Ztrak commercial mower. There's four major issues that happen, common issues that I see. One is when you put the control arms, the handles, in the neutral position. Your transmission, your hydro still may want to roll forward or backwards. I'm going to show you how to adjust that. I'm going to show you how to adjust it to track straight, and then also have the handles line up with each other, and then also not bump into each other where they're rubbing and touching into each other. So first thing let's go over is how to adjust that hydrostatic transmission. So when you have the control arm in the neutral position, they do not roll. All right, the first adjustment, you want to make sure it's not rolling when it's in neutral. So I'm going to show you here, go forward and go backwards, and I put it in neutral and it's still rotating backwards. I'm going to show you how we adjust that. See how it's rolling backwards? The adjustments are right here where I have arrows underneath those recessed holes. You're going to need a deep well 15mm socket. You're going to need to do this with the machine sitting still, so make sure you got it nice and stable, jacked up where you can get on it. You want to be able to be on the machine while you do this, and you don't want it rolling along the ground. So there's another close-up look of the two adjustment bolts there. So I'm going to set the camera down, hop on the machine, and we'll make these adjustments here. See how it's already rotating backwards? As soon as I let off the brake, rotate it forward. Now, I'm going to throttle it down. You see how it's going up, and then I'm going to start tweaking the adjustment. And then you're going to want to probably throttle it up once you get it kind of dialed in. Right now I'm making it actually worse, and then I saw that I was going the wrong way. So now I'm going to get it right there, and then I'm going to rev up the engine. And you want to kind of try it out again. I'm going to rev up the engine, go forward, go backwards, and that's just, with it at full throttle, that's barely going to be noticeable with that amount of rotation. Now I can start working on the other side. Do the same thing. All right, once you have that adjusted, next you want to go and get on a flat surface. If you have tweels and those solid front casters, you're good to go. Find you a nice flat road that you can go full throttle as fast as you can. If you have air tires, you're going to need to make sure you have the proper PSI in all four tires. Check all four of them. So what you want to do is get out on a straight road, and we're going to adjust the hydro to where you're not pulling to the left or the right. All right, so the handle that you actually touch, the black piece we're going to call that the handle. The aluminum piece we're going to call the control arm, and that's the adjustment bolt right there. It takes a 15mm. So what you want to do is start going down. I would recommend going at a pretty good pace, and you see how this one's veering off to the right. Now don't pay attention to where the handles are right now. They might be misaligned. So what you want to do is adjust this screw. It's on the left, and that's going to keep that one from going forward, since the left hydro is actually going faster, and you see how that bolt will allow that control arm not to go as far. This one's going to always hit that frame right there no matter what. There's no adjustment. We'll adjust these handles later. You can do that later. So what you're going to do is take a 15mm with the ratchet, and I would do this while you're kind of driving, and just make like little small tweaks, adjustments. A little bit will make a big difference. And then that's going to keep that control arm from hitting that frame as much. And then that way you'll drive straight. So once you have that adjusted, now we need to adjust these handles on the arms. And you can do that with these 15mm nuts right there. You want to pull them all the way forward, have the engine off, and pull them all the way forward and adjust them to where they're lined up with each other. So I'm going to tweak this one. We'll get them flush and then tighten it up.
And then we'll adjust here in a moment. We're going to adjust to keep these from bumping. We're by adjusting that bolt right there. That way they're not touching. You want a little bit of a gap. Watch how I tighten that up and it separates it. See how it pulls away a little bit? Now I'm going to go do the other side. And it takes a 13 millimeter. Pulls it away. And once you have it set like this, you got all these set, it makes this so easy to drive, much more enjoyable. They're not touching, and you can sit here and just turn and pretty much drive it with one hand, just like I'm doing here now. With everything adjusted, the handle's not touching each other, got the proper gap, you can just turn and back up, make circles, very easy.
These are all pretty easy things to do. Once you get all these adjusted, it's going to make operating your mower so much more enjoyable, easier to do. You're going to be more efficient and everything else. And I hope you liked the video. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please hit that like button. Feel free to leave a comment. If you have any questions, I'll try to help you guys out. But please hit that subscribe button. That helps me out a lot. I'll see you next time. I'll have more videos like this coming soon, guys. Thanks.